Hello, YouTuber movers. Well, this is it's almost the end of May. Do I have my plants outside yet? No, because it's been raining. We've been getting rain all weekend, and uh, and life, and life has gotten in my way of working on my outside garden, and that's just the way it is. So I still have my crops in here, and I don't have things built completely ready outside. And yeah, that's where it's at. So I'm in a conundrum today. I'd say I'm depressed. I'm just, a little heartbroken. I've shared before, 6 months ago or so, my younger daughter went off. I convinced her to go to Chicago with a friend of hers so that she could get away with the illegal drug trade that exists in the city near me called Pittsfield, Mass. And apparently it has been listed as being one of the highest access to illegal drug trade in the U.S. I don't know if it's still holding to that. Some people are known for their parks, and some people are known for their drug access. So what can I say? But anyway, she's had some issues with heroin, and it was she was not in a good place 6 months ago, and her kids are both in other places. Neither one of her kids are um, with her, and so I convinced her to go off to Chicago for um, a while, and so she can get her act together and get a job and some stability. And she's got stability, not really so much a job, but you know. So a week or so ago, she decided to come home. But part of her was she kind of forgotten what it was like here. She had forgotten the reality of what was here, or maybe she just didn't realize the reality it was here. And she came home because I had some health issues, and she was a little anxious about that. She wanted to make sure that I was okay. And so she came home about a week or so ago, a week and a few days, and she was working on her service plan with Children's Services so that she can get one of her kids back anyway. But she realized that the drug trade is still so intense that many of her friends are either still using or they're selling. They're clean, but they're selling. So she really can't go. She doesn't really have friends here that she can really count on. She's got me. She's got her other sister, and other than that, it's pretty scarce. And it's a double-edged sword for me because she's either if she's clean and sober, she's great, and if she's has switched over into the addiction mode, then she's dangerous because she just will do anything to get her fix. So it certainly is when I'm listening to the So To Tuesday this week, I can understand what they're referring to. I really have a certain amount of rage about how the the quote unquote war on drug thing has gone because either you're addicted to the illegal drugs, you're addicted to access to subscribed drugs illegally, or you have access to the medications that they subscribe for people who have addiction to illegal drugs, which is also an addiction to that also. So, whatever the war on drugs is very limited to exactly what the advantage the profits from companies that are producing anti-illegal drugs. You know, just the Narcan shots that they'll give people to get them out of an overdose status. You know, people are making money off of that, and it's just she came here, she was clean and sober, and I think she left here clean and sober, but she had some issues when she was here, and she just discovered that unfortunately, being here is not her safest place, and her chances of getting her younger daughter back are pretty slim to none unless she's in a relationship that's stable. And I personally, I don't particularly want to take on the role as a grandparent as taking care of a child 90% of my life. I've been there, I've done that, and it's one thing that if it was a parent, they were stable stable family that needed a babysitter once in a while, that's one thing. But in the end, it would be that I would have either full custody or I'd have to put her back into the system. So she came to me and she gave me her role of thought process yesterday on Memorial Day, and wanted to go back to Chicago. So I got her a ticket and we went out to lunch, a really nice lunch, and got her on the train and off she went. Needless to say, I'm kind of in a miserable status. You know, and I have two daughters, and I'll do just about anything for both of them, and it's tough because and the intelligent, Chicago is what the most dangerous city in all of the United States. So for all places for her to go. But according to her, she says that she can keep her nose down with her and her friend, boyfriend or friend or whatever that is, and stay away from the riffraff. Whereas here, she can't help but run into a riffraff wherever she goes because everybody knows who she is in that particular climate type atmosphere. And and it is a certain amount of outrage that I certainly have experienced with her because with this drug thing because it's just as soon as they arrest somebody, they got somebody else fall right in place. It's just like trying to plug up a colander and use it as a life raft. And so that's my spiel for today. Minutes of conundrum. And take a listen to Tuesday this week. I think it's very worthwhile. It'd be something to certainly chat around the dinner table with friends and family. And it would not be a functional thing for me to say all of a sudden go out and start shooting drug dealers, or it wouldn't be a profitable thing to do because unfortunately one replaces the other. And once people get hooked on this stuff, it's very hard to get away from it. I certainly know that from just dealing with sugar, that it's a difficult thing to just walk away from 100%. If I'm tired at the grocery store, it's a good chance I'm bringing home something with sugar. So I can certainly understand where they're coming from with it. So take a listen, comments, like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs this way, thumbs that way. Enjoy.